This will pretty much be the first serious video I make. Everything else like the OSU video and league settings are mainly jokes or requests from my friends. So enough of wasting your time. I want to preface this video by saying that my target audience is Emerald Elo players. Why is that? Well, Emerald Elo players in the league community tend to have the biggest egos and lack a sense of accountability. Let's look at what Alois has to say about Emeralds.
Can somebody not take my XP and for one time? Can I get solo XP and stuff, bro? Like, I get a Valkos and a Zyra and what is this? What is this type of gameplay, Maven? It's my lane! Shut up! Yeah, bro, my lane has been terrorized! What can I do about it? My top lane has been captured by my AD carry! Holy shit, what's wrong with Emerald players? Holy shit, bro, one game in Emerald Elo can make your mentality go this!
Everything's a jungle div. And that hurts coming from a jungler main.
Theoretically speaking, if my jungler ganked me early game, I would be ahead and won't do this disgusting play, jungle diff.
Theoretically, if this didn't cancel 2 autos, you wouldn't be dead either. You are not as good as you think you actually are. You are dog shit. So we know emeralds have a mental fortitude issue, but what is the solution? Let's analyze through psychology. In the end, that is all League is, a mind game. Let's look at this graph. What is this exactly? This is the Dunning-Kruger effect curve. It's the explanation for why unintelligent people don't learn. The cognitive bias for why people believe they are the shit in lane all the time. I've only come to understand lane as a turn-based anime fight. I'm sure all my viewers want to think they're smart, but holy drop that ego. I think what drives people into insane delusions is the fact that it's so easy to climb from Iron to Emerald. Just make a meta champion and let the champ carry your monkey brain.
Yeah, I want to sort of look with my bard maybe.
After that though, you will definitely have to take things into consideration when climbing into Diamond and Masters, such as picking the right comp and having good balance of tanks, control mages, and bruisers. Skill caps, although I don't necessarily agree with everything they say on YouTube, did actually change my perspective on something about League. Learning curve / knowledge gaps. I used to think of every single skill, that includes macro, tempo, skill expressive mechanics, as this big square that just needs to be filled in to climb really fast. What Skill Cap wants to say, however, is that it's more like a pyramid. You fill in the majority of the bottom with fundamentals before working up to minute mechanics. This is what separates the top 1% of Masters players from the top 0.1% of Challenger players. I heard this from a Masters coach, but I still think it's absolutely true. A Challenger player would tell a Masters player that they have no fucking idea on how to play the game. And this problem starts exactly at Emerald. These egotistical buffoons start getting hard stuck at this rank. Rather than, trying to analyze their own gameplay, it's always
Jangulu. Japu.
Let's analyze this graph together. At the first peak of the graph is a prominent stupidity and ignorance. This is the rank grind from Iron to Emerald, where players most likely have a really high win rate from snowballing low elo games extremely hard, which fuels their egos. They'll be on Cloud 9 for a while, but the graph tells us exactly what their skill level actually is. They barely even scratch the surface of League. I can go through my entire list of jungler things that I keep track of that Challenger players do while half asleep. this only apply to jungle though? Absolutely not. There's always room to improve. Emerald players and realistically low elo players as a group just don't accept it. They want to project their downfalls onto another player who is 90% of the time doing better than them. But a big problem follows with the graph. People's confidence falls extremely low, if they even realize they are bad at the game. So, you'll find people with weaker mentalities than emo guys that just want to buy Zeals and run it down the entire time. Azep and Pianta definitely have the right logic of a never FF mentality, and Pianta's...
Is this game winnable?
What is my simple proposal? Have fun with the game, and be patient with the learning curve. I hope this reaches my low elo audience, so I don't have to go 20-3 every game as Viego and solo carry. Thank you, and have a great day.
Psst.
You should also probably just uninstall the game if you're anything like this guy.